Shit, then I let me in the door. Then I gave your boy a chance, now the youngin' finna blow. It's a shame finna put the game in the figure four. Youngin' fresh from out that dollar.
So I just got notified about some really big news. Comic-Con is going on right now and I believe that it just ended, but correct me if I'm wrong. They just revealed that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back, but not as Iron Man, but instead is coming back as Dr. Doom. That is insane to think about. Like, I don't think anybody could have expected that to happen, especially after a blockbuster like Deadpool. And the thing is, I'm not even a big Dr. Doom fan, but I am a big Robert Downey Jr. fan. And I feel like with his acting and of course some very good storytelling, he can make me fall in love with this character, just as he did with Iron Man. Because I was a Spider-Man guy, a Hulk guy, and Wolverine guy. I did not give a fuck about Iron Man. But he changed all of that. And he can definitely do it again with a character like Dr. Doom. Now the thing is, this upcoming movie has to be good because I can't see Robert Downey Jr. signing on for any amount of money for trash. It's the same reason why I knew for a fact that Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be good, because I can't see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman doing this if it was going to be bad. Because they care too much about the fans, the material, and also they're way too passionate about the characters that they play, and I feel like Robert Downey Jr. is in that same boat. Now the question is, how did this happen? And the only conclusion that I could come to is that the rumors about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Iron Man were true. But just like with Wolverine, Kevin Feige was too sensitive to the idea of Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Iron Man because of the way that he died in Endgame. And that shit was iconic. So I definitely believe that they don't want to fuck that up. So this has to be some multiversal stuff with Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom, but just with a little twist. Maybe he is coming back as Iron Man, but instead he's coming back as a variant of Iron Man who ends up becoming evil and ends up becoming Dr. Doom. Or I could be wrong and he can actually just be playing the real version of Victor Von Doom. But the reason why I believe that it has to be a twist with Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU as Victor Von Doom is because of Iron Man dying in Endgame. I really believe that they could have gave this role to any other deserving actor, but they gave it to Robert Downey Jr. and I feel like they gave it to him for a reason. And I also feel like they gave him this role knowing that he will always be viewed as Iron Man. So this version of Dr. Doom that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing has to be a variant of Iron Man. I mean, it only makes sense. But then that brings in the question about his origin story, because we do know that he's heavily associated with the Fantastic Four. And knowing that the Fantastic Four comes out in 2025 and knowing that Avengers Doomsday comes out in 2026, Doomsday has to make a cameo in the new Fantastic Four movie. So maybe he is going to play the real version of Victor Von Doom, or maybe it just might be a variant of the real version of Victor Von Doom. Who knows? At this point, it's just speculation until they give us more news. I do think that they know what they're doing, and I do believe that they expected the mixed reactions, which is why I believe that it has to be some kind of twist with Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom. But this is the end of the video. You ain't got like, you got a comment, but I do appreciate it if it's just something nothing new, and I'm out, bro.
Hey, so what if the niggas make more? I knew my time was coming, had to wait for it. So every night a nigga pray for it. Ain't no going back.